Kyle, just overall, which makes you guys' defensive effort today?
I think it left a lot to be desired. I think our offense, put us in a position where we can win that game. Giving up, just looking at it here, giving up over 200 yards rushing is not going to be able to get it done in Pac-12. I think it's something that we've got to get cleaned up. Being a linebacker, I take that personally. Being one of the front seven, stopping the run starts up front, and it starts with me. And being able to make sure we get off the field and get on the bench is an aspect of stopping the run. So.
Tell us about Martin Bucky Irving and kind of what he presents, and if that's different from other running backs.
I think he's a really good back. I think what he provides that's so different is he has the quicks and the twitch along with some of the strength that we've been used to seeing from previous weeks. I think he does a really good job of combining those two aspects. So not only do you have to worry about the shake and the twitch, you also have to worry about him extending plays and keeping his legs running and playing like a bigger back.
The last few weeks, the offense has had some turnover problems, which was forced you guys to play like upwards of 80 snaps the last 2 weeks. Today, no turnovers. Do you guys feel like fresher, or just kind of like more rest out there?
Well, I guess that's what I kind of alluded to at the start. I think our offense, they stepped it up this week. They came, they did the best they could this week, and I don't know if we can say the same on defense. Just too many explosive plays. I think there was a lot of individual good efforts and a lot of good on the tape, but it wasn't consistent enough. It felt very boom or bust in my opinion. It felt like either we were rolling, getting off the field really fast, or it was boom, 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 5-play touchdowns. So.
With those explosive plays, do you feel like you guys are kind of in the wrong spot, or maybe you kind of had the athletes to make those plays, or what was kind of behind that?
Obviously credit to them. You're going to have to look at it on tape. It felt like it's a combination of both things. When explosive happens, it's never just one thing. It's kind of funny how that works. When you really go and look at the tape, explosives are a combination of, like you said, it'll be one person being out of alignment, it'll be one person not being where they're supposed to be, and then usually it is, when teams have talent, like Oregon does, they're going to be able to capitalize on those mistakes. So it's just a combination of the two, I believe.
You guys didn't really get, I know you're not playing up front, but not being able to get pressure on Nick, so I'm wondering how that kind of factored into this one today.
A little bit, but honestly, we talked about on defense having to earn the right to pass rush. And when they're rushing for as much as they are, you don't really earn that right to get in go mode and say, go ahead, pin your ears back, because we can't stop the run. So stopping the run, I think, has got to be the focus, and it's going to be the focus for me and our group specifically, and going forward.
What have you noticed the energy level like in practice after these last few weeks versus the start of the season? And if there's anything to change, what do you think there is to change?
Well, I think something about this team that's been resiliency. I think we've done an absolutely great job showing up 7 a.m. ready to fly around and have the best practices that we can. We have had some tough weeks. There is no doubt about it. And obviously this one didn't go the way we wanted it to. But the guys, we don't let that affect us, because we know come Sunday, it's time for a new week. That's the great thing about college football is in 7 days we have a new opponent. So we can't sit there and dwell and let this game affect our next game in a poor way. So it's just next game mentality.
Regarding your individual performance, what can you learn and what can you take pride from today?
Honestly, I think I've got to work on tackles. Tackling is the biggest thing for me, I feel like. And then just communication on the sideline, making sure everyone's on the same page. There was some good out there. The kind of person I am, I don't really focus on the good. I probably should do it a little more, but I know it burns in my mind a couple tackles and a couple just communication issues that led to some first downs. So gotta get those cleaned up.
Coach Ziegler was we felt encouraged by the way the offense started the game, kind of hanging in there for so long. He also was like, there's no moral wins or anything like that. In your mind, do you see it that way, or how do you square, hey, you hung in there with them for half, but it didn't really, they didn't have it?
That's kind of the frustrating thing about it. I think if you look back, our last two games, our last game especially with Oregon, that's kind of been the tale of how we've played against them. I think we do a very good job of coming out the gate, hanging in there, and beating them. We were up at some point. I can't remember exactly where we were, but we were up. So it's not a question of if we can't hang with these guys. It's just a question of finishing and completing the mission. So you saw that last year. I feel like you kind of saw it again here a little bit. But yeah, it's just we have the ability to get up on these teams. We just have to finish.
It's good. Thanks, Kyle.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.